Hi everybody, welcome back. You might notice there's another person in my video today. This is my friend Sammy. Say hello.
Hello.
Sammy and I have the same age kids and we've been besties ever since I moved to KC like 3-4 years ago. And she's been super supportive of me in my journey with this. And so I was so excited to have her jump on this side of the camera today and do these workouts with me because we work out together a lot. At Lifetime, and we do a lot of bar classes together, and so yeah, I'd say would you say you're a hybrid athlete? More
Yes.
of a hybrid?
Yeah.
You like
running and circuits, that type of thing.
Yeah, she does it all. So she's like my inspo girl. Anytime I need a new routine, something to improve my life, I'm like, Sammy, how do you do this? What have you been eating lately, Sammy? Okay. Anyway, now that you know my girl Sammy, we're gonna go ahead and get into a deep core workout today. You only need a moderate resistance band, and I say moderate because I want you to be able to feel the tension. That's gonna help us feel and tap into that deep core. But you can always scale this back if you're in a space where you're really trying to rehab the core. You can do all of these movements with no band or a light band, just moving through the movements without that resistance. And you can always amp it up too. Okay, so you've got a moderate resistance band. We're going to start in a standing position on our mats. We're going to march our feet in. And what I want you to do, nice strong core. On your exhale, you're going to lift your knee and press that knee in to the band. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift. We're just going to start with that breath. Inhale, exhale. Nice and slow. Great job. And then I want you to start to think about what you're contracting as you drive that knee into the band. Did I mention this is a deep core workout today? I don't think I mentioned that as I was introducing Sammy. So we're tapping into that deep core. Okay, now we're gonna continue this movement, but you're gonna pull that core in and up simultaneously with that pelvic floor. On that exhale, contract your core, lift the pelvic floor as you lift your knee. So, exhale, inhale, relax. Exhale, contract. Inhale, relax. Exhale, contract. You starting to feel that? Make that connection. So much of tapping into that deep core is making that mind-body connection. Once you can achieve that, you can really make some strides with training your core, rehabbing your core, especially postpartum. It's been a journey for me. 2 more. Great job. Last one right here. Hold that up, just hold it there. A little inhale, release, exhale, press. 3, just doing 4 on each side, just like that. Here's 2. Here's 1. Great job. Replace, other foot. Pull. Exhale, release. Here's 3. Great job. Remember, on that exhale, you contract, driving that knee up. It's a simultaneous contraction. Last one. Press, release. The simultaneous contraction there of your core and your pelvic floor. And what you want to be thinking when you do that is lift. We want to think lift that core up, not press. And that's something that we tend to do when we're working our core. When we're working anything, we think, press, right? You think, press, but that's not what we're trying to do. To tap into that deep core and effectively contract it in a way that's going to rebuild that core. I'm thinking postpartum, but build and strengthen that core is you want to think draw everything in and up, lift on that contraction. And then you're pressing out that belly button. Think exhale through the belly button, spine back. We're going to come down to the floor. And we're going to lie on our back, all the way on our back. Bring those knees in. You're going to have the tube, the band, one in each hand. Same thing we were doing with those standing marches, but this time we're on our back. We've got our chest lifted. We're going to alternate marching those knees in. Let's start with the left. In, 2, down. Exhale, drive. And down. Great job. Exhale, drive that knee in against the band. Nice job. Pressing that lower back down to the floor, lifting that pelvic floor, contracting that core to drive that knee in. Keep that going. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Last one right here. You're gonna hold this one in, just pull it here. Pull, pull. Pressing those hands out, pulling that knee in. Contraction of the core each time. Nice job, keep it going. For 8, 6, here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest the head, take it to the other side. Pull that left knee up, press, press. With each exhale, you pull that knee in, contract that core, lift that pelvic floor. Think hip tuck. For 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Great job. Now we're going to place that band around the thighs. So go ahead and keep that head rested for a moment. Great job. And then we're going to bring those hands behind the head. A little bit of support there. That neck, I know that neck is getting a little bit tired. So we're going to exhale, press out. Inhale, release. Exhale, press out. Inhale, release. Nice job. Finding a little pause on the out. Nice and slow. Out, 2, in, 2. Really focusing on that lift, internal lift on the press out. 2 more like that. All right, we're going to take it tempo here. We're going to speed this up. Here we go. Press, press. Nice job. Connect that to your breath. With each exhale, you press. For 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bend the knees. Bring them into the chest. Great job. Awesome. All right, we're going to prop ourselves onto our forearms. Keep that band right where it's at. And we're going to pull those knees up. And we're going to continue those presses. We're going to press, but we're going to drop our toes down to the floor. Here we go. Press, down, 2, lift, 2, press down, and lift. Nice job. Nice slow breath. Some bonus abductor work here. Here's 2. Last one right here. They're going to hold it up at the top. We're going to alternate sides here. Press right, lift, left, lift. You're dropping that knee down toward the floor. Great job. Press, hold, release. Try to keep that chest nice and strong. Try not to sink into those shoulders. Keep those shoulders back. Great job. 4 more right here for 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. Nice job. All right, bend the knees, rest the head. And you're gonna work that band down to the feet. Hook it around both soles of your feet there. We're in a neutral stance. We've got our knees hip width apart, feet hip width apart, hands behind the head, elbows wide. Great job. Okay, if you need a quick sip of water, take that now. Do you need a sip of water? Are you good? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and proceed. If you need a sip of water, grab that and join us right back on here on the mat. Okay, we're gonna alternate pressing our heels up, starting with the right. Out, 2, in, 2, then left. Out, and in. So you're exhaling on the press. Inhale on the pull. That's your relief. You inhale on the relief portion of the movement. Exhale on the push. Nice job. And you're connecting that exhale to that core contraction, that core and pull pelvic floor contraction. Tapping into that deep core, being mindful of how you engage here. Pressing that lower back down into the mat the whole time. We don't want to gap there right underneath the back. We want to keep that nice and flush against the floor. Nice job. All right, we're going to speed this up right here, and it's going to look kind of like an around the world. Here we go. Right, left, right, left. Alternate pulling those knees in. We've got a little Side turn out to keep the tension in the band, moving those knees out and around. 8 more right here for 8, 7, 6, 5. Here's 4, 3, 2, 2 more pulls. Here's 2, 1. Bend the knees, rest the head. Great job. That was a good one. Not fine. Okay. I'm going to lose my clip here. Quick sip of water. And we're going to actually come up onto our hands and knees. We're going to finish in a bear hold position. So you're going to come up to standing so you can place your band right around your thighs. Go right like this. And then we're coming back to the floor. I do need a sip of water. I'm doing all this talking though.
Yeah, you are.
Been talking a lot today. Okay, we're gonna come back down to the floor. Knees hip width apart, parallel, toes parallel, hands parallel, everything parallel to the floor, hips parallel. We're gonna start with that pelvic floor, that simultaneous pelvic floor and core contraction to draw the knees to a slight lift off the floor. And I want you to think wrapping that core in like a corset to lift. So you wrap it in, you lift internally, and then that draws the knees up. And that's happening on that exhale. Inhale, release, tap the knees. Exhale, draw everything in and up and lift. Here we go. So lift, 2, down. Taking it nice and slow to start. We're just trying to tap in to that mind-body connection with that contraction, with your breath. There's a lot of moving parts here. It doesn't help to just throw all these cues at you and have you put them together. So take your time, start with that knee lift and breath, and then start to think contraction to lift. And you think exhale out the belly button. Great job. That last one slow. Now we're going to speed this up right here. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Here's 4, 3, 2, hold that lift on 1. You're going to float that right toe, press down, press out, down. Nice job. Maintaining a hover of that left knee, keeping that core nice and strong in that bear hold position. Hold it out right here, just lift, lift. You got this, hang on to it. Last 8 right here for 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to the floor. Quick reset, quick arch the back. Little cat-cow. This is fun. Remember when you agreed to do this with me? Remember that? Okay, back to neutral. We're going to float back up. If you're starting to feel this in your wrist, you need a little break from your wrist, you can always come down to the forearms. That's an option as well. Or if you've got weights, it actually helps to hold weights. Sometimes I do that if my wrists are acting up. I hold on to some weights, and that takes the pressure out of my wrist there. All right, here we go. We're going to draw those knees in and up. Here we go. Lift, down, down. Little lift and tap. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2. Hold the lift on 1. Float that left toe. Point. Out, in, out, in. Nice job. Keeping a hover in that right knee. Here's 8, 7, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1. Little lift up tempo right here. 8 more for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to the floor. Press it back into child's pose. Walk those hands down. Big inhale, exhale, press. Okay, so you can just keep that band right where it's at. We're gonna do a couple cat-cows real quick. Big inhale, arch your back, look up. Finding a little bend in those elbows. Exhale, pull the chin to the chest, lower back to the ceiling. Think chin follows the tailbone here. Another inhale, arch the back, look up. Exhale, chin to the chest, lower back to the ceiling. Nice job. Curl those toes under. Press the heels back. Slowly walk yourself up. Hands to the toes. Find a little half lift, a little lift. Lower, lift, lower. Let your head hang heavy right here. Nice job. And then slowly roll it up. one vertebrae at a time, rolling the shoulders. And I want you to place those hands behind the back, behind the lower back, and just let those shoulders roll back. Shift your gaze up. You can let those shoulders drop side to side. Nice job. Find a neutral stance. Big inhale. Reach the arms up overhead. Grab that right hand and then pull it to the right. And then take it to the left. And take it back to center. Exhale, release. Great job. Give yourselves a round of applause. That was fun. How do you feel?
I feel good.
Okay.
My core is on fire.
That's what we're going for.
Yeah.
But we also, did you feel like you were able to make that connection?
Yes, I felt it a lot more with just like the simple exercises, like breathing makes a big difference in feeling certain parts of the abs.
And that's why we start with that. We start with those exercises that maybe are not those burners, but those are the ones that are going to train your mind and body to work together to achieve those movements the right way, the safe way, the effective way. And then that training then applies to your other endeavors. When we crank that weight up and you can no longer be so mindful, that's habit at that point. So that's what we're doing here. Thanks for joining me today. Let's go grab lunch. Okay, thanks for coming. Come back for more.